I tried to get a T-shirt. All right, everybody. Darrell's working on a little technical stuff here, but we're getting ready to start the second quarter. The Spiders are up 17 to 11 over the St. Louis Pelicans. Finally figured out what that little elf demon thing was.
All right, everybody, we are here. Sorry about the delay, but when you're working hard, isn't that right, Jay?
Is that what you call what you do is working?
We're gonna call it that. So far, just to give you guys an update, what we got going on. Like I said, we're testing out new things here on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. We got Richmond taking on St. Louis, Atlantic 10 action. St. Louis right now down by 4. Richmond has the basketball with 9 minutes and 35 seconds here in the second period, and the Lady Spiders have the basketball. They came out looking really good, Jay, and right now they're trying to hold on to this 4-point lead.
They've been shooting really well from the field, running their plays. Made a couple nice threes because they started off cold, missed their first couple shots, but come out and really have made this a good game. You know, looking the Pelicans got a couple games up on them. Overall score, one game up in A10. So, right now you're just playing for position in the tournament.
Well, Richmond right now are looking for the opportunity to really get things in their favor here. They're trying to get a home game, and if they can win this one, they're going to put themselves in a really good chance to get that home game. They need to at least win one of these next two. They got St. Louis today, George Washington on Saturday in George Washington. This being senior night here at Richmond. And so we're going to find out if, oh, there's a tough rebound there by number 32, Maya Clark. She misses it. Here come the Spiders pushing the floor. But yeah, so right now that's where we stand, just to give y'all that update. And thank y'all for tuning in. And like I said, once again, we appreciate you growing with us. And this is another part of our growing process, so we thank you dearly. Amy Duggan, the senior, driving in the lane, and she bowls over Clark. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. They're going to call that one on Clark. So
Wow, that actually, that's the first Pelicans foul. Got one, four on the Spiders so far. So
Holt takes it out, gives it over to Parson. Parson driving with the left, And they're going to say she carried the basketball. That's going to be Billikens basketball.
Let's agree to disagree on that one. I could see a little bit of the underhand as she was coming up with it, but Euro step, come on.
A Euro step, exactly. Driving to the basket is Clark. Clark with the right hand off the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound. There was 3 Spiders there. The 3 there by Rachel Kent, the freshman from Des Plaines, Illinois. She hits the 3, and this is a 1-point game.
17-16. It looks like we got a Bellican hurt. I'm not going to butcher her name. You're up, bro. 35.
We got Marama Smith Traore from Whitewater, Wisconsin. Holt tried to get it out to Wisconowski from Richmond. And here comes St. Louis up the floor. And with the ball right now is Kaja Harbison. Harbison was one of the best players in the Atlantic 10 last year. We had her on our first team, all freshman team last year, and we had her on our all conference team last year for the Atlantic 10. And we knew she was going to be a very valuable piece for this St. Louis team.
Right now we got Chapman checking in for Squires.
Clark has it on the outside. Arbison being guarded by Duggan. Oh, nice move by Arbison. Tried to get it down low to Flowers. Another one of those stellar freshmen from last year. St. Louis is a really deep team.
Parsons pushing the ball down with,
Holt for 3. Wasn't able to get that one in. Spiders able to get it back. Duggan has it on the left wing. Now back to Wojciechowski. Chapman gives it to Holt, driving to the basket, and they're going to say that it went out on Holt's foot. It will be St. Louis basketball.
One of my things about, this is third game watching Richmond. We haven't had the opportunity to get out here a lot, but Holt is like I don't want to say bully, but she's the intensity that is on that floor.
Exactly.
You're always expecting her to, get it done. She dives for the loose balls all the time.
And then you had Kent there taking the 3 for St. Louis. 6 minutes and 46 seconds left here in the second period.
Parsons pushing the ball up.
Chapman gives it over to Kim Kowitz with the basketball. Being guarded heavily there by Stewart for the Billikens. Chapman has the basketball. Lena Chapman, who was one of the best players last season in the Richmond area, decided to stay home.
The one thing with the Spiders, I noticed, they definitely they run their plays, but they also use a lot of that shot clock to get their plays set up.
Exactly. And just there, Clark tried to get inside, but great defense by Chapman for the Spiders, and now the Spiders have the basketball. Oh, Parsons tried to get it to Chapman, goes over her head, and we got a backcourt violation.
We got Carpenter and Burgos checking into the game.
So now Spiders, Carpenter sliding into this ball game. A drive to the basket there by Arbison, hitting the ground. Tough. Flowers able to get the rebound, but then that one will roll off the side, but there's going to be a foul on the play. Burgos also in the game here for Richmond, number 41, Angel Burgos.
Loose ball. Oh, back court on the Pelicans. Oh, okay, I messed it up. Burgos instead of Burgos. Oh, they forgot the poor girl on the
They
roster,
got her,
man.
man. They forgot her on the roster. But you know, she has been a very critical part of this Richmond Spider team here in the last couple of weeks. And she, you know, at the beginning of the season, she wasn't playing as much. Now she's been getting a lot of valuable minutes, and Coach Roussel has really gained a lot of confidence in her. Chapman calling out directions for the Spider, kicks it out the hole at the top of the key, driving in the inside. She's going to kick it out to Carpenter, and it's knocked away there by Stewart. And here come the Billikens. Ooh, and Carpenter and Stewart feet get tangled up right around the A10 logo.
Right at the A10 logo, but they slid about another 20 feet.
They did. So 17 to 16.
Timeout Spiders.
And 5 minutes left here in the first half. Well, Jay, it's been a very intense game so far on both ends. And like I said, you can tell that the Spiders are trying to fight for that spot. Like they want that home game next week.
Oh, absolutely, because, well, along with, you know, this being, you know, that home won the home game, they also, tonight's senior night.
Right.
So a lot of these girls don't want this to be the last time for them to play at home.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at that and you say, man, this could be it for me, you know, when you start to think about that as a player. And I know Hines Clark and Wiseman and Duggan are thinking about that right now. So right now we're sitting here at the timeout, and it feels like this last couple of minutes has been tough on both teams because they've been trying to kind of feel themselves out and haven't been able to quite get that going.
Well, I agree because, you know, Richmond, they come down, they run their plays, but then the play isn't really working what they're calling, so they're having to force a shot up because they're running on a, you know, shot clock.
Right.
Then with the Billikens, it's just kind of looks like some sort of organized chaos. You know, they get a 3-2 is what looks like what they're running offensively. We'll see.
Well, you know,
still early, man.
You know, this Billikens team last year was a team that was kind of in transition. They lost one of their major players, and Carrie McMahon. She is now at Fordham as an assistant coach, which was pretty cool to see. But she was one of the best players I've ever seen. You know, or at least I loved her game. Like, nobody really gave so. I mean, I just love watching her effort. So this team is transitioning from having her as senior leadership to this is Flowers and also Arbison's team. And so they got these two.
Now, don't
young
forget
guns.
Clark.
Yeah, and Clark has had a pretty good game so far. But like I said, those two young ladies are going to be special.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, while I was recouping from my last battle with that nasty disease, I remember hearing you and Rob talk a lot about the older Parsons sister being good and the expectations on her little sister.
Right.
And hasn't disappointed so far from what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Alex, it had to been a lot of pressure in the beginning, having a sister who was one of the best players in the A10, but Alex has had herself a great career herself. And there's a three there by Rachel Kent. So Rachel Kent out here and running and gunning.
Putting the Billikens up by 2 with 4:44 left in the half. Clark with the drive. Oh, and got the foul.
And so Hines Clark, who has been special, Hines Clark, who was the A10 player of the week last week. And like I said, she's had such a great career here at Richmond, but she had two 22-point games.
22 and 12 last week. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she had that. That was a career high game, and she knocks that one. So, excuse me, she misses that one. We're sitting here at 19.
Yeah, she misses both of them. And go back to what we just said when we were watching Amelia play. Got to make the freebies.
Yeah, it's very important. I mean, you know, especially at this level, you have to make those clutch shots. Stewart in the lane with the right hand. That rolls off the front of the rim, and that might have went out.
That was off on Flowers.
And it's going to call on Flowers as it will be Spiders basketball in the game for Richmond. Madeline Neef. And you got Bargos, Hines Clark, Carpenter, and Kim Kiwowski.
I love hearing you say her name.
Yeah, I've been working on it. I will say that. It's been something I've been trying to work on. Here comes
Burgess.
Burgess, excuse me, driving to the basket, kicks it out to Carpenter, shoots with the right hand, off the left side of the rim, rebound St. Louis.
The one thing with Flowers, as tall as she is, if she doesn't get the rebound, she definitely flips it, out to keep the ball alive.
So right now, St. Louis is going to take a step back here, try to get things going. The legendary A-10 coach from St. Louis, Lisa Stone, who's won her share of A-10 championships.
But they're not okay.
Arbison for three, and that one hits off the left side of the rim, and Flowers with the offensive rebound, and she's going to get fouled, and I believe
she gets
one
two.
Is going to go on Jade Hines Clark. So she's going to shoot two here. So Flowers, who, as you can tell, that height, lengthiness, and she's just able to really space out the paint. And she makes both.
And, being a sophomore, she got so much, well, not physical growing, but ball skill, more to bring to the game. Burgess brings it down.
Burgess looking inside.
Oh.
Looked like she was looking for Squires. And it's going to be St. Louis basketball.
Neff laid a nice pick for Squires to get open. It just missed the pass.
3 minutes left
here
in the first half.
21-17. Spiders got a hold of them here.
Oh, looking inside there. Traore. Flowers for the mid-range jumper from the free throw line. It's a 23-17 game, and right now it's been all St. Louis this last couple of minutes. 23-17.
But see, this has been the last couple times. Richmond will get down a little bit, and they'll always go to look for that three. Burgess with the drive and the
good
two.
Effort. Good effort there by Angel.
She followed it through.
So 23-19 here. 2 minutes.
So did Harbison has to set on her lap to get that foul called or what?
Yeah.
I'm just asking for a friend.
Harbison driving and kicked it out to Traore here on the left wing, and she hits it, and they're going to say it's a three.
Wow.
26-19, 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. The Billikens looking pretty good right now.
And, for them, that's only their second foul in the half for the Billikens. Oh, I apologize. Third foul, it says. That's still amazing for what, the way they've been playing.
Oh, good effort there by Traore. Able to knock it away.
I really hope you get an email or something saying you've been pronouncing it wrong.
I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I've been trying to get it right all season.
Parsons back in the game.
Parsons took an elbow to the neck on that one. Still ticking as Holt driving, tries to go up and under with the right there. She's going to draw some contact. And it looks like that might be on Stewart.
See, I say something about them being, good about not fouling, and now they're up to 4.
So now Clara Holt, who came on strong at the end of last year for this Spiders team, and really started to show that she could be a primetime player on this team. She started off the season struggling, but she's had herself a pretty good year this year.
Sunk the second one, making it 20-26.
So Clara Holt, who's been one of those special ones, knocks down jumper there by Stewart, and that one rattles in from the left side.
Parsons pushing it down. Under 130 in the first half left. Spiders definitely got to put some points up. Holt trying to make
with
it.
a nice up and under.
Oh.
Couldn't finish, and they're going to say.
Stays with Spiders.
Yeah, so the Spiders will get to keep that one.
That would have been so beautiful if that would have went in. That was like a little bit of Kobe touch.
It was nice.
Mamba.
Chapman coming in for Neff. Holt for three. Oh, that one rattles out.
Oh, what we got? Oh, okay. Out on Squires. Bellican's ball with minute 7 left.
Bringing up the floor, here's the Billikens. 8-point lead with a minute left in this first half. Swings it over. Little pump fake there by Arbison, driving. Pull-up jumper blocked by Squires. And Parson pushing the floor.
Kicks it out. Oh, Parsons with the rebound and put it back. Nice.
Good job there by Alex Parson.
Oh, and then they got
a traveler violation there on Stewart. And now the Spiders are starting to feel it, and Coach Roussel is going to bring Neff back in. And this time brings in for Chapman. Chapman looked like she might be a little nicked up. She was limping a little bit. They had just brought her in the game. 31.7 seconds left.
She definitely gingerly running off. .30 seconds down. There is about a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Parsons is just back here letting it run down.
Just gonna take her time.
How much of a dagger would it be if she just came up and drilled a 3?
It'd be nice.
I mean, I'm not saying. Oh, we got a nice pick.
Oh, driving.
Kick
out. Neff thought about it. Gets inside. Beautiful pass to Squire.
Oh, yes.
And that's how you end the half if you're the Richmond Spiders. Great job there. 28-24. That's a great pass by Neff looking inside. Finds Squire all alone under the basket.
Oh.
Great bounce pass.
Amazing. Just seeing the entire floor.
Oh, amazing job there. So we go into the half with the score. St. Louis 28 and Richmond 24. Jay, what are your thoughts of what you've seen so far in this game?
Well, you don't see any quit in the Spiders. But I've seen, a couple of the games earlier in the season where they would get down by more than 6 and you wouldn't see quite that fire, that drive. And I've really seen that here. They are fighting tooth and nail. We said they needed to put 1 point up or a couple points up. You figure 1 possession, and then somehow they come out. They put 4 points up in 2 possessions in under 40 seconds. So definitely doing what they got to do to stay competitive in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this: if you're able to be here tonight, a decent crowd here tonight, for senior night, and I like to see that Richmond's been able to, gain a lot of momentum over the last couple of games. Coach Roussel and his team are really making a strong push here as they head towards A10 play here soon. Like I said, the first round starts next Tuesday, and then the tournament itself will be in Dayton this year. Next year, the tournament heads to VCU. Will be at the Siegel Center, and you already know who's going to be there for all of that greatness.
That be us.
I'll give you some stats here as we sit here at halftime. So far for both teams, it's been a pretty good game so far. And it looks like Hines Clark leading the way for Richmond. She's got 8 points with 3 rebounds, but she's got 3 personal fouls. She's got to be careful. It's senior night. And then you got Clara Holt, who's got 1 point. Parsons with 4. Duggan has 2. Squires has 4. Kilkowitz has 3. And Burgos has 2. So that's the Spider side of things. And then on St. Louis side, Arbison, surprisingly, 0 for 7 so far. She has no points at this current time.
Kudos to, a lot of times when they're on the floor, Parsons is playing defensive.
Yeah.
So she's gotten her locked down so far first half.
And
Things could change.
But she's done a really good job of keeping her in check. And then you have Rachel Kent, who's got 8 points, 2 for 4 from the field, and 2 for 4 for three-point line, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Clark has 2. Wilkin has 5. Traore has 5. Smith has 2, and Flowers has 6. But the one big second is Traore has 7 rebounds so far. And she's done a really good job of, handling things on the boards there for St. Louis.
Oh, absolutely. They're definitely, good at boxing out. When you see a shot go up, there's 3 of them at least down there in the key trying to get, a rebound. Right now we got a couple of the local girls, AAU teams out here playing.
Yeah, we got the Richmond I Sports, Richmond I-9 Sports here.
And they look like they're way better than I was at that age. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. Look at the fundamentals. A lot of pump fakes going on here, trying to find the right shot. Look at the block there by number 34.
That's not fair because,
Oh, nice pass up the floor. And that one's going to be just a little bit short. But that's it for our half.
a toad, turn from dust. What, did we break it? Here. For centuries.
Jay still got it.
Oh, Jay never had it.
Come on now, Jay. Don't sell yourself short.
I'm not selling myself short. I'm keeping it real. Juice says he feels like death. It's not a good thing, bro.
No, we can't have that. Get better, Juice. Get better, my friend. All right, y'all. So we are back here. It is 28-24. We're here at the Robins Center. We got another great half of college basketball action here. Women's college basketball action. On the floor for Richmond, we got Clara Holt, Jade Hines-Clark, Madeline Neef, Alex Parson, and it looks like we also have Kim Kowitz also here on the floor for the Spiders. So Parson has it at the top of the key, drives towards the right side.
Underneath the Clark.
Clark trying to get the up and under there, but
oh,
able to knock it
nice.
In. And it's a two-point game, 28-26.
Just gonna throw this out here. I did say earlier Clark was having a good game, and it continues to be that way.
I mean, I'm not, like I said, the way she's been rolling lately, I am not surprised at all. Arbison for three, trying to get off the snide. She's 0 for 8 now.
Oh, there she goes underneath. Oh, and she made one.
Arbison gets on the board. It's a 30-26 game. They've been waiting to see Arbison get on the board here. 1 for 9 today. Holt, nice little shimmy. Driving to the basket, stolen by Arbison.
Arbison's come out of the locker room with some fire. Clark posting up underneath, doing good defense.
Wilkin,
keep those arms up.
Who had fouled. Nice.
Oh.
Nice shot there by Kendra Wilkin. Hey, great job there overneath.
Oh, definitely.
32-26.
Parsons got it, top of the key.
Give to Parsons. You got Neef looking inside to Kim Kewit.
With the roll. Ooh.
Can't get it with the left.
Oh,
she gets it back, puts
she
it up.
Took it right away from who? All right, yeah, that was Wilkins. She just took it right away from her. Got another steal.
Kim Kewit to Neff.
Neff,
that's
three. Oh, Holt with the rebound.
Holt inside the Neff with the right hand. That one's going to hit off the rim, and here comes Arbison up the floor. Driving
Parsons.
Against
oh.
Parsons.
Now, that one I'll give to Parsons. You're not going to give her that free one. Make her earn them.
And the way Arbison has struggled today, it's not a bad move there by Parsons. This will be Arbison's first time heading to the free throw line today.
Nice to see Parsons out there. She's, coaching, telling everybody what, they need to be doing, where, what the expectation is.
Well, the good thing, Arbison has knocked down the first one. Parson has been, she's pretty much had a pretty solid role on this team since her freshman year. And, when she started her freshman year, she started the majority of her, if not all of her sophomore year, and she started all this year. So 34
what we got?
26.
Time.
So we got timeout. 7 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. So far.
34-26.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit of an intense third quarter to get started.
The Pelicans have come out hot, and it was completely opposite at the end of the first half.
Yeah, Richmond has started to get a little bit of a groove going, and now St. Louis is starting to pick it up a little bit, and Arbison has finally gotten some points on the board. She hit 2 free throws, and she finally got her first basket. Still 0 for 3 from three-point land, but she's 1 for 9 on the field today.
See, okay, you got to stop with the commentator jinx because now she's going to hit like 6 threes in a row.
I mean, we'll see.
If it happens, I'll buy you cheese curds for a month.
All right, y'all. So just to give y'all a heads up on what we got going on here on Legacy Maker Sports Network, we got big game on Saturday. Myself and Jay are heading up to Charlottesville to watch the defending national champion Virginia Cavaliers take on one of the top teams in the nation in the Duke Blue Devils. That means Coach K will be in town. So it should be a big one in Charlottesville. I expect it to be a very insightful game. And then it doesn't end here because this team also has to take on Tech this week. I believe they're taking on Tech tonight in Blacksburg. So they got to get through Blacksburg game first, then they got Duke, and then they take on Louisville.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what the Cavaliers are really about next 3 games.
Exactly. And, right now they're riding high, sitting on a 4-game winning streak.
But if they don't win 2 of these next 3, I don't think they make it in the tournament.
Well, it's going to be critical for them because right now they're sitting at the 4 seed in the ACC. And so they're going to need to find a way, to keep that rolling. They're at least 3 games ahead in that 4th spot right now. So there's nobody there's nobody close to them right now. So they're in a good spot. We get ready. Media timeout right now, 34-26.
It's great though. About 4 days, it's going to be March. You know what happens then?
Madness.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, the season crept up big, pretty fast this time around. I was kind of surprised.
Well, there's a lot of urologists. Their business, this is their peak time because, that's when guys go get them tough. Just because they can sit at home on the couch and watch basketball. It seriously, it is a proven fact.
That's crazy. And the Spiders will take the ball here. 34-26, 7 minutes and 44 seconds. Parson has it, dribbling on the left side.
Underneath the Clark.
Oh, looking for Parson. It was kind of a bad pass there.
Holt got it back. Flips. Top. Ooh.
Kimkowitz driving to the basket, and they're going to say this foul is on
Kent.
Clark.
Oh, is it Clark? Oh,
yeah,
you're right.
Clark on that one, the sophomore from Scramburg, Illinois.
I love listening to you say some of these names.
I mean, some of them are interesting. I mean, there's an H in there, but it could be silent. 34-27 as Kimkowitz hits the first one.
That is funny.
And she misses the second. Neff was able to get a piece of it, but then that was rebounded by Kent up the floor to Clark with the right-hand layup, and St. Louis makes this a 36-27 game.
Clark underneath with the layup off the side of the rim.
Harbison pushing the ball up the floor here. Hands it off to Kent. Kent brings it out to the top of the key. Back to Harbison. Nice ball movement here. Looking for the right shot. Harbison being guarded close by Holt. And there's going to be a foul as Kent will go to the line.
It was really close. It looked like Neff had 1 foot about halfway off the floor. That's what they got her on for not being set.
Yeah, it said Neff will get called for the foul, and we got Carpenter coming in the game as well as Squires for Richmond.
Parsons gets a rest also.
36-27, and Kent will knock down the first one. 10-point lead now here for St. Louis.
This is very, 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 very pivotal for the Spiders.
And knocks that one down. Rachel Kent.
Holt pushing the ball down the pass.
And off there by Holt on Carpenter, who's had a pretty good sophomore season. Pull-up jumper off the front of the rim. Rebound by Clark. Harbison up the floor, driving, and that one's going to probably be called on Claire Holt. Looked like her elbow might have hit the ball, but they're going to call a foul. The question is, are they going to say it's on the floor? She's shooting free throws.
She's shooting.
She's going to be shooting, and she'll go to the line. Harbison head to the line.
How many fouls is that on Holt, though? She's getting close. Her and Clark are up there. That's got to be at least 2 or 3 on Holt.
I think this is looks like it's number 1 on Holt. It's actually her first.
I'm dyslexic. I don't know.
40-27. Hines Clark to Carpenter for 3, and she rattles it in.
That's what they needed right there.
Big 3 there.
Puts it back to a 10-point game.
40-30.
Harbison bringing it down. Holt defending, top of the key.
Squires guarding.
Ooh.
Troy. And here they go up the floor.
Carpenter got the steal. Holt 3.
That hits off the right side. And a rebound there by Wilkin. And Wilkin will give it off to Harbison as she brings it up the floor. 10-point lead here for St. Louis with 5 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Troy calling for the pick. Looking inside for Wilkin. And that's it's going to fall in there by Wilkin. Great job by Kendra Wilkin. A 12-point lead as Wilkin has 9 points. She's 4 for 4 today.
Clark's got it underneath. Throws it up, and it goes in.
And the senior on senior night, Jade Hines Clark. She's got 12. And got an and 1 opportunity coming up.
That looked kind of like the way Robinson was throwing it up 2 nights ago, didn't it? But it went in. It went in. Back to a 10-point game.
I know. I'll tell you one thing. Hines Clark will be one of the players that I miss when next year comes around. She's just been a special player for this Richmond team, and to be honest with you, she's just been a special person on the campus, and she's done so many things in the community. She's going to be missed completely when she moves on. She's actually going to be heading to VCU next year to get her
undergrad,
yeah.
Or graduate.
A graduate, yeah, get her graduate.
I love messing with you.
One of the two. She's getting another degree. 42-33.
But does that make her eligible to transfer, though?
No, she won't be able to do that.
Because she's played all 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she won't be able to go within the conference.
Okay. Holt pushing it down.
Holt looking under a little pressure there. Arbison, great defense. Squires thought about it. Flowers working against her. Kimkowitz over to Squires. Carpenter has it on the left corner.
Down. Oh.
Kimkowitz off the left side, and that one's going to be short.
The rim has not been friendly.
It hasn't been. And that's rough when you're at home and the rim hasn't been friendly.
I know.
42-33, 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
Harbison.
St. Louis holding on to that 9-point lead.
Kent coming around. Oh. Under.
Flowers, she misses it, and then Traore hit her head on the floor. I hope she's okay.
So
that
do
one
I.
had to hurt.
They gave me a headache, and I didn't even. Yeah, I'm 40 feet away.
She's trying to get up, but take your time, because that's a rough one. And the training staffs come over, and she's looking like she's able to get up on her own power there. Man, but she hit her head pretty hard on the floor. So 42-33, 3 minutes and 58 seconds here in the third quarter. And, Richmond's down by 9. And, Jay, what would you like to see from Richmond here to try to, crawl themselves back into this game? Because they're not out of it.
They're not out of it, but I would like to see a little more execution on offensive end. Defensively, they're doing, what they can to stop, the plays that are being ran. They're not totally up there on the foul end. So just definitely want to see better execution offensively.
I'm pretty sure Coach Purcell is letting them know what moves that need to be made here to get themselves back in this ball game. But they're not out of it by far.
Okay, there's a ninja down the middle of the.
I'll tell you what, Jay, if I could do half of the flips that the cheerleaders do, I'd probably injure myself a lot.
Bro, you know I love you, but you might twist your knee getting out of that bed.
You're right. You are correct.
We live dangerously putting our pants on in the morning. Now, if I remember last time I was here with Becca, she corrected me. The ninja that just went down the middle of the floor, that was part of the dance team, not a cheerleader. She clarified that for me because I just thought, pom-poms and,
I mean, last time I checked, if you got the pom-pom,
Oh, no, don't get it riled up.
don't get it riled up.
Yeah, because you be hearing about it.
While speaking about our great teammate here on the Legacy Maker Sports Network, Becca Cottingham, make sure you check out Monster Minutes, which airs every weekend right before the race.
I would say every Sunday, but they've changed some of the games to Saturday now, or races to Saturday. So, but
whatever the race is, she'll usually come that morning.
She'll let you know what's going on. That's for sure.
So yeah, make sure you check out Monster Minutes. Also, Jay and myself podcast. We'll be back on the air next week.
We just been hopping this week.
Yeah, we've been running this week. We've been doing our broadcast thing, testing some new things out here on the network, trying to bring you guys better coverage all around. So as we like to say it, as we grow with us, and we appreciate everybody who has been very supportive so far.
Uh-oh, the Brenda's on here. And so is Becca. Becca, were your ears burning because we were just talking about you?
All right.
Because Darrell said if they got pom-poms, they're all cheerleaders.
Yeah, beat me up later. So Spiders have the basketball.
To Holt
has it.
Drives, kicks it out, back underneath.
Holt, the up and under with nice
off
the glass.
Ooh. See, that's what I was talking about that Holt brings to the floor.
Clark has it. Clark being guarded by Holt. Gives it out to Arbison. Arbison at the top of the key. And then she's being guarded by Kimkowitz. Carpenter is guarding Stewart. And there's a battle there. And they're going to say it stays here. Kimkowitz was went in there and reached for that one to get the jump ball situation.
She put you in your place.
Sorry. 7-point lead, 42-35. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the third. And great drive there by Kent, but an even better block there by Squire.
Kept her hands up and just got nothing but ball.
7-point lead here.
Oh, got to get it up.
Flowers with the buzzer beater. Brooke Flowers.
Now, see, if we were in Amelia, I'd be yelling at Wayne because that clock didn't start when it should have. Nice up and under by Elena Chapman. You've definitely, this is what I was talking about. Now, we're down to a 7-point lead for the Pelicans.
And a travel on Clark. And this is a chance here for Richmond to gain on that momentum. 44-37.
Coach Stone is not happy. If I could translate what her face was, thrown onto the court at that time.
You get kicked off the air.
You're right. You're definitely right.
44-37. Holt has it. At the top of the key, driving. Great defense there by Troy Ori. Squires at the top being guarded by Arbison inside. Chapman being guarded by Flowers. Carpenter driving in the lane with the right hand. And it won't but she'll go to the free throw line.
On Kent, foul. So let's see. 4 for the Pelicans and 3 on the Spiders. So not quite to the point where it's going to be 1-1, but getting close. 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes left.
So Carpenter at the free throw line. It's her first time going to the line today. She misses the first. She's got 3 points on the day, 1 for 4
She going to make this one.
from the field. And the other one goes on the back of the rim, and Traore with the rebound.
She was trying to make up for the first one.
Julia Martinez is in the game now for St. Louis.
Playing point. Oh,
they ran into each other.
Harbison and her ran. Yeah, that. Is that showing maybe they don't play quite a bit?
A little bit. Great job there by Chapman and Kimkowitz.
Oltz put down the floor, looking for somebody to pass to.
And Chapman swings it over to Kimkowitz. She's at the top of the key and then takes it to the left wing.
What do we got here?
To Holt, and we got a foul on Traore. Still a 7-point lead here. 44-37. Carpenter being guided by Arbison. Squires over
to Holt.
Kimkowitz inside to Squires, and there's going to be another foul call there.
This is where it gets interesting. Go ahead.
Oh, this one on Traore, and Squires ahead to the line.
Because, going into the fourth, you got 5 fouls. Soon you're going to get in to being in the bonus. And that's definitely going to work for the Spiders as long as they can make it.
And Squires misses that first one. She's got 4 points on the day, 2 for 3 from the field. She's got 2 rebounds, but she makes that one. It's a 6-point game. Ooh, almost knocked away there.
Harbison setting up the play.
Martinez being guarded by Kimkowitz.
Flowers with pick.
Oh, she tried to get it up. That was a nice back door there. Tried to get it.
Yeah, but what?
Tried to get it to Flowers.
Kinkowitz, good, visual court presence because she saw that pass come in and blocked it. But was able to knock it off one of the Pelicans too, so Spiders ball.
So Burgos is coming back into the game for the Spiders, coming in for Carpenter. 6-point game here at the Robins Center, third quarter, minute and 12 seconds.
And up the hole.
Kimkowitz got Chapman, and we got I think this might be, they're going to call
that's
a foul on the Holt. That's her second foul. It's a really critical chance there. They had an opportunity to bring this in, into a closer a game. And now Arbison, looking for Ken in the corner. That hits off the front.
Oh, Holt went for the rebound, and it's off of her.
So it's going to stay here.
20 seconds on the shot clock. 50 seconds left in the third.
Clark has it at the top of the key here as they reset things a little bit. Arbison being guarded by Burgos. Burgos is, from what I can see, is kind of a defensive-minded player.
Arbison.
Arbison. And back to 8 points, 46-38.
Coach telling him slow it down. Say, yeah.
Burgos was about to go, and Coach Russell said, no, take your time.
About a second and a half difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so he wants them to just get the last shot.
Oh, that was a kind of a tough pick there by Squires. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kimkowitz for 3.
Oh! Yes!
Kimkowitz. Steph Curry range.
She was still standing on the spider when she shot that.
Oh, man, that was great. That's great ball movement here. And Coach said, just calm it down. And look at this. We're looking here on the replay, and oh, man.
She was literally a foot off the Spider's leg when she made that. That's deep.
And that's the momentum that you got to like there for the Spiders as we head into the fourth quarter. The score right now,
We got
St. Louis 46, Richmond 41, Jay. We got a good one on our hands.
definitely do, yes. But, I mean, they needed that shot. Absolutely needed that shot.
Oh, man, so right now, just to give you guys an update on what we got going on score-wise for the Spiders. Hines Clark leading the way, 13 points, 5 for 8 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. And Clark's three-point game has really gotten better over the last couple of weeks. The last game we did here that they won, that we came to, she hit her first career three, and she's been hitting threes ever since. Holt's got 3 points, Parsons with 4, Duggan has 2, Carpenter has 3, Squires has 5, Kimkowitz, who just hit that great three-pointer from Steph Curry range, has 7, Chapman has 2, and Burgos has 2 for the Spiders.
And the great thing you see there is it's spread out. Where with what the Pelicans got.
Arbison has 8 points, but she's 2 from 11 from the field, struggling 0 for 3 from the three-point line, but she's hit all her free throws so far. Kent has 10 points, 2 for 6 from the field. Clark, 4 points, 2 for 6 from the field. Wilkin has 9 points, she's 4 for 4. She's having a really good game today. Traore, she's got 5 points. Stewart has 2, and Flowers has 8.
Harbison, with as many shots as she's taken, should have 30 points.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
and that's the thing. When she's on, she's on. She still has 8 points, and she's only 2 for 11. And she could be really having herself a good game today.
Still got 10 minutes left.
We shall see.
But yeah, the Spiders definitely needed that. I mean, I'm still reliving that shot. That was a great shot.
It was. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, I felt that she was going to hit that the whole time. I was just like, you could tell like the way it was setting up. And, you know, she's a transfer from Boston College. You know, she played at Boston College last year, and, you know, she wanted to come, you know, get some more playing time. And she's come to Richmond, and she's been huge for the Lady Spiders.
It was just, I mean, you saw it going around, and you're looking at the clock. There's 3 seconds left. I really personally didn't think they were going to get a shot off in time because there were 2 passing, trying to make sure it was the good, and she hit it.
Well, they were struggling. I mean, Squires had a little bit of a rough pick, and it was, to be honest with you, it was kind of a sloppy pick. I thought they were going to call a foul on it, but they didn't. But here we go, fourth quarter. Let's go.
Parsons back in the game.
5-point game. Parsons driving a little bit of one of those Jordan push-offs there.
Knocked it off her own foot. Hey, it worked for Jordan. Come on.
All right, facts. St. Louis will take over the basketball. 46-41, Harbison.
Okay. Spiders are going with the full court press. But Harbison just cuts through it like there's nobody there.
She's going to be a special player in this league. She's still got 2 whole seasons left.
She got really good, you know, acceleration and quickness with the ball.
Kent to Harbison, driving.
Oh, off the back. Rebound, Parsons pushing it down, cutting through, out. Parsons gets it back.
Chapman looking in the inside here. Try to go up and under and kicks it back out.
That was almost a spot where it was hit before.
That's it.
I was just going to be like, what we got? Okay. Foul on the floor. Harbison. Yep. Clark comes back in for Chapman. Got 20 seconds left, so enough to, you know, get set back up, run the, you know, offense.
It's a 5-point lead here. 8 minutes and 57 seconds here in this fourth quarter. Spiders taking it out under the basket. Holt will give it over to Parsons, who has it. Being guarded by Traore. And there's Hines Clark. And I think they're going to get it for a travel. Yep. Takes two to tango. She definitely took that second step.
Yeah, she did. I got nothing.
46-41.
I was trying to give her a benefit of the doubt, but yeah, she definitely, you know,
This one's going to be on Parson.
breaching. See, this is really where they got to be careful. Yeah, you know, fatigue starts getting in, start playing a little sloppy, you know.
They're in striking distance. They have to be careful here. And Arbison, especially with a well-coached Lisa Stone team.
Arbison with the pull-up. Oh.
Yeah, off the back.
Rebound. Back to Harbison.
Troy Ori being double-teamed by Hines Clark and
Kent with the air ball and the rebound Parsons. Passes it up. What the hell? Gotta be good, Jay.
46-41.
Now, is it bad we saw, you know, a little bit better footwork from the halftime AAU teams?
That's just really good fundamentals there. At this college level, you definitely want to see better footwork.
Right. I mean, not trying to give them any grief, but I mean, it's 2 possessions, and both of them were afterwards. They made their shots.
Great job there behind Clark there, forcing the jump ball. At least a possession tap there, and they're going to say
timeout, Billikens.
I think this one's going to go to Richmond, but we do have a timeout by the Billikens. 7 minutes and 58 seconds on the clock here in the fourth quarter. 46-41. Still got a good one on our hands here from the Robins Center. VCU, who's also playing tonight. They were taking on George Mason. So right now, VCU men are up by 5. They're playing UMass. They're up 33-28 right now. So that's a good deal for the VCU faithful because they've struggled the last couple of games. We've talked about they've lost 4 in a row and they haven't been able to get anything going in their favor, Jay. It's been a really couple of rough weeks for them. And everybody's talking about Coach Rhodes should be gone. And I'm like, or, you know, you hear the fan base is getting upset. And I'm like, this guy's a really good coach. I'm talking nonsense right now.
Great coach, you know, and, you know how I rate people. Better human being. Great influence that, you know, my daughter's getting ready to head off to college. And if she played basketball, I'd want her to play basketball for a man like that.
Yeah, he's definitely a great coach in my opinion. Like I said, they're struggling right now, but you know, with tournament time coming up, they've got a chance to try to figure that thing out.
Yeah, tournament is, I mean, it is where, you know, honestly, the season is your development. Where you finish, of course, gives you an easier path to winning your tournament, but winning the tournament will definitely excel you and get you into the, you know, bigger tournament.
Right. And to be honest with you, VCU's at the point they're going to have to make a really nice run in the Atlantic 10 tournament in order to really do what they want to do. If they want to make things happen, they're going to have to make it happen. We're almost back here. Spiders down by 5.
I've read so much about, you know, them. Everybody's looking, you know, bring back Shaka, pay him. Well, I don't think he wants to come back.
Yeah, me personally, I don't know how great of an idea that is, but I mean, but you know, Shaka's got his own things to worry about right now. We're back to action.
Oh, got a block there. But Carpenter up to Holt. Holt pushes it up the court.
Holt over to Kempkowitz, back to Holt. Looking for Neff. Neff looking for Clark.
Clark underneath. Oh, with the beautiful
nice
move.
Hines Clark does it again. It's a 3-point game here.
I got the magic feeling again.
We got Kent. Gives it over to Harbison. The right wing.
Back to Kent.
Over the top.
Harbison again down on corner, pushing. Oh, can't get a shot.
Wilkin in the inside, and that's going to be 2 points. She continues to have a great game.
She definitely is great at setting that post position and pivoting and, making a shot. Carpenter pushing it.
Points.
Underneath the Clark. Clark's got to be careful. Oh.
Knocked away there by Wilkin.
She's definitely got to be careful because if the top key defender would have come, just turned around and looked at the ball, could have knocked away. Holt passes it into Clark, top of the key. Back to Holt. Holt drives. What is this shaky thing? That's a new one. What is that? Another foul on Harbison, but can you explain that to me? What is this?
The first time I've seen that myself. 48-43. Hines Clark inside to Kempkowitz. Looking to make something happen.
And the roll.
With the left.
3-point game now, man. 6 minutes left.
It's been a really good contest. And there's Clark. A little bit of a pump fake there.
Harbison. Oh.
Wilkin driving in the inside, trying to get the two, and then blocked there by Squires. No, excuse me, that might have been Neff.
That was Neff.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Gotta, yeah.
6
Great play by Neff. Trying to get it underneath.
Harbison, pump fake, and
on the floor foul. Carpenter.
48-45 here. St. Louis taking it out into Wilkin, who hasn't missed a shot, and that block will change that status. And she's down on the ground.
Clark inspires, Neff. Whoa!
Carpenter! This game is tied.
Beautiful.
Ayanna Carpenter, 48-48. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left. We got a ball game, Jay.
And if y'all can't hear it through our mics, turn up your phones.
Yeah, the Richmond faithful are feeling it. Harbison being guarded by Carpenter.
Oh.
Wilkins with 2 dribbles, gives it over to Clark, and sets the pick.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Driving on Kempkowitz with the left hand, and it's no good. Rebound, Richmond.
Neff again. Neff has been Johnny on the spot the last 3 defensive positions.
Off the floor.
Carpenter got it. Ooh, she really wanted to take that shot.
Carpenter misses that one. On the right side. Billikens up the floor.
Harbison pushing. Oh. Back to Clark. What do we got here? Another one on.
I think it's Neff. They're going to call this one on Neff.
Wilkins has been playing. She's definitely trying to own the key down there.
She's had herself a phenomenal game so far. 11 points, 5 for 7. She just missed her last 2, but both of them blocks. One by Neff and one by Squires. Tie ball game.
Wilkinson got it. Off to Harbison. Harbison pulls and hits it.
Nice shot there by Harbison. 2-point game. Carpenter swings it up to Neff. Neff being guarded by Traore. Inside to Hines Clark to see what magic she can make happen here. And it's senior night.
There you go.
That's all I got. It's senior night.
No.
50-50. She's been special these last 2 weeks.
She's looked great tonight.
Harbison at the top. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Harbison with about the same spot that she shot last time, but missed it this time. Clark with the rebound, Holt pushing it down the floor. Looking for the quick one. Oh, they got her for the travel. She definitely, gave a look to the ref on that one because, it looked more not like a travel, but a double dribble.
It did.
Even the other ref is trying to ask why she called it. Definitely something you don't see a lot of,
Yeah,
one ref getting an explanation from another one,
Yeah, I mean, but it's good that they're communicating.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not, but maybe they saw the same thing we did.
Yeah. See, they change it up here. They're going to go talk to, might go talk to Coach Stone. Oh, no, maybe not at all.
Okay, I was going to say, that might not be a good thing right now because she does not have a happy face on. So I would send, I would send somebody else to deliver that message.
So a quick update before we get things going here. VCU won their game tonight 48-36. And they're still holding on tight to that number 2 seed in the Atlantic 10. They'll be getting the bye as of right now with 1 game to go.
Harbison bringing it down the court. Parsons back in the game.
Oh, nice move on the baseline there.
Oh.
And that was Stewart. Jada Stewart. 2-point lead here for St. Louis. 52-50.
Neff's got the ball.
Over to Holt.
Hold out to Parsons. Back down to Neff.
Swinging.
Neff out to Clark. Clark for 3. Bang! Oh!
Jade Hines Clark.
For somebody you told me just made the first 3 this year.
Just a couple weeks ago. Her
that,
first 3.
It was one of the most beautiful, effortless shots I've seen.
Well, we talked to Coach Roussel on one of the post games, and he told me, he said, she's been working on her 3 all off season.
It looks great.
Stewart with a tough shot. That one's going to roll. Great defense by the Spiders. They're going to say that it's going to, looks like,
it's a foul.
On Parsons. I thought they might have knocked off the knee, but yeah, they're going to call foul on Parsons. And Kimkowitz will come back in for Parsons.
We can definitely hear it behind us. The fans are not happy.
From what I can hear, a terrible call.
Hey, we got our headphones on. Oh, where's over the back on that one?
Troy. And they're going to say...
Is that on Neff?
I saw Haskar clapping. Then they're going to say this is on Harbison.
Okay.
Yeah, they call this on Harbison. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. The Spiders holding on a 1-point lead.
Now, wait. Then if it's on Harbison, why is 35 shooting?
Well, that's what they went to. Oh, it could be on Carpenter. That's it was on Carpenter.
Okay. But, I mean, Neff had position, and it looked like it was an over her back. See? Sure. Even the fans agree.
Troyor, and that one rattles out.
I like it when the fans got our backs on.
So Troyor, who's had a pretty solid game on the rebound in front today. Young lady.
Misses that one. Clark with the rebound.
15 rebounds for her tonight.
For Clark?
For Troyor.
Okay.
5 points, 15 rebounds. A Robin.
Holt over to Carpenter. Neff back to Carpenter. Underneath.
Kimwood.
Out to Holt. Are they trying to? Oh yes. Watch that clock, guys.
And there's the drive here by Holt. Oh, and she. Oh, and that's a bad pass there by Claire.
Definitely
Holt.
bad pass.
And it's going to be taken up the floor.
Picked up by Kent. Yep. Harbison got it at setting up at the top of the key.
2 minutes left. 1 point lead for Richmond. Driving, pull up jumper from the 8-10 logo, and it's off the back of the rim. She continues to struggle. 3 for 16 today, but she's got 10 points. 3 for 16.
What we got? Is it foul or out of bounds? Spider ball. Neff passes it into Holt. Arberson is putting on full court press.
Carpenter is looking for the pick there. Swings it to Neff. Neff inside to Hines Clark, who's looking to make a move.
Wow, couldn't get that.
Still holding on to that 1 point lead, and Stewart pushing it up the floor, trying to give St. Louis the lead back inside to Wilkin, and she'll get fouled, head to the free throw line, and that's going to be on Kilkowitz. So Kilkowitz is going to get called for that one, and St. Louis has a chance to retake the lead.
Giving her 2 shots. Last time she shot, she made both of them. So, make some noise in here, guys.
She's had a good night. Boom.
Tie game. Minute 25 left.
Man, we're in for something special. I don't know if it's going to be overtime, but we're definitely in for something.
Makes them both. Timeout, Richmond.
1 point lead here as Wilkin comes through. And once again, a great game for Wilkin, who is 13 points with 3 rebounds, 5 for 7.
Oh, no timeout. They brought in Parsons.
Parsons trying to figure something out here.
Off to Holt. Clark at the top. You can definitely tell Wilson is not comfortable covering at the top of the key.
Oh,
what?
To retake the lead.
Left hand under the rim to make it go to the right side. Beautiful.
Good job. And then here comes the Pelicans right back up the floor. They get it to Stewart. And Stewart was able to push it up the floor and get the contact. And she'll head to the line.
Watch this replay up there. That is just beautiful.
Great. Phenomenal use of the pivot foot. Phenomenal use of the pivot foot.
Phenomenal use of the pivot foot, plus just enough finesse to get it to go where it needs to go.
55-54.
So Stewart shooting her first one. Makes it.
Knocks that one in.
55 with 54 seconds. What a coincidence.
Oh man, lottery player would go nuts tonight. We saw that. Knocks it in. St. Louis retakes the lead.
Substitute, bringing Carpenter back in. Who's coming out? Parsons. Neff, passing in. Watch out behind you.
Here comes Holt bringing it up the floor. 46 seconds left. Can Richmond retake the lead here on senior night?
They definitely got to do something here.
And we got a timeout call by Coach Russell.
Good timeout. 14 seconds, so not putting a lot of pressure. Give him time to run a play, but setting up what he wants done.
That was a really good job.
Really good job. Absolutely, because you could see definitely on the players' faces, concern, which they have every right to be concerned because you don't want to mess it up.
So this is how important this game is in the standings. Of Richmond to win today will bump them up considerably in this conference.
Because it's really close.
Yeah, it's a really close battle. St. Louis is the 4 seed right now at 8-6. Richmond is 7-7 in the conference, but a win over St. Louis will move them up quite a bit. And UMass is 7-7. Davidson's 8-7. They got a win over LaSalle earlier today, and Duquesne is 8-7. So it's a cluster up there, but this will be a big win for Richmond if they can make it happen. Neff hands off to Carpenter. Almost lost control of it, but able to gain it back.
Oh, there we go.
Foul on the floor. That one's
Stewart.
Stewart.
That was on Stewart on the. Are they in? No, they are not in the bonus, so.
30,
Take it out.
31 seconds left. Carpenter over to Neff. Neff took behind Clark. Holt back to Kimkowitz. Back to Holt on the left side. Drives to the basket. Tried to take the
And
lead.
got it down,
And
yes.
Claire Holt.
20 seconds left, and Holt gets it to go. 57-56. These are the games we love to call.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. This one's going to end, as we can see, in some amazing fashion right now. And Richmond holding on to that 1-point lead.
Give it to Holt. The last two shots she has made have not been easy by any means.
Yeah, and Claire's had kind of on and off day today. It's 7 points, 3 for 8. But she's made the 2 baskets that counted in the last couple of minutes. And she's once again being
last 50 seconds, she's made the 2 shots. And I'm still replaying that first shot in my head because it was gorgeous.
.57, 56.
So what? Clark's got 20 points.
Yeah, Clark has had herself a great game. What a senior night for Clark. Her third 20-point game in the last week.
How many rebounds she got?
And she's so far on the rebound front for Clark. She's got 5 rebounds today.
I was hoping for another, at least a double-double to go out on would be nice.
I mean, you can't go wrong there. But I mean, depending on, she may get an opportunity. If they can win out here, they'll get a home game on Tuesday.
Stewart passing it in, trying to get to Arberson.
And Arberson has it at the top. 17 seconds, and we got a foul on Carpenter.
What?
That's going to be, that's free throws. Oh, yeah, she's going to the line.
Oh, freebies.
Huge one here.
Fourth personal. All right, come on. Need to hear you guys.
And makes the first.
Tied 57-57, 16.4 seconds left.
Here we go. Arberson still finding a way to have a solid game despite all of the misses. And she hits the 2 that count the most so far, 58-57.
Oh, coach is not happy. He is lighting up.
He's got to be a little bit upset. I mean, because the foul looked a little tic-tacky to me.
You literally just stole the words out of my mouth because it was definitely tic-tac.
Very tic-tacky.
But, now do you think we see, St. Louis come out, do a full court press, or do they drop back and just play defense?
I think here, if you're St. Louis, I think you keep the pressure up. You've done a good job with the press so far. I think you keep the pressure up. You don't want Richmond to be comfortable. And I think that's what you got to do here if you are St. Louis.
He's pushing them back.
Let's see. 16.4 seconds, 1-point lead for St. Louis here on senior night.
Coach still over there pleading his case.
Claire Holt will take the ball out here for Richmond with 16.4 seconds. Gets it into Parsons, being guarded heavily. And this could be a very interesting move here.
Was that a foul by Stewart?
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to try to foul and get to the point where they force them to shoot free throws. They have that option.
Because the Spiders haven't really shot great from the line, but why not?
See,
Parsons in.
They're going to give Parsons drives to the basket, gives it to Kimkowitz, just a little bit short, and they're going to have to foul immediately.
7 seconds left.
So that's going to send St. Louis back to the line, and that's Wilkin, I believe, heading to the line here.
And she made both of, I think she's 4 for 4 from the line. Wouldn't it be nice as soon as, they get the ball, you can run and block it when free throws? We could come up with our own XFL rules.
Yeah. Kendra Wilkin. for St. Louis. 13 points. 3 for 4 from the free throw line.
3 for 4, okay.
And Wilson.
Saints first one, 59-57.
So right now, looking to make this a 3-point lead. Rattles that one in. 3-point lead here for St. Louis.
Okay, now, if I remember correctly from the 3-point line, Clark has been your best shooter tonight.
She's been great so far tonight, and I think that's who you kind of look for here. Because even though she's hit 3, you could go with Kimkowitz. So you got to go for one of those two.
She hit the big one at the end of the half.
That's true. But the only other thing I think if you're Richmond, you also got to think about one of your 3-point shooters as outside the box. Because St. Louis could be looking at those two. And if that's the case, with who's in the game, Carpenter or Holt could be the one that gets the basketball here to try to tie this one up. We got 7 seconds left. Oh, man.
That's one of those things where you either you get it in, you make a move and you shoot, or you make a move, quick pass, and they pop. I mean, all it is time.
Yep.
Everybody loves DMX.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to dislike DMX. Got the fans jumping in here. So here we go. 7 seconds left. Can Richmond send this one to overtime?
I think they can. Oh, look at.
So they're looking for who they have in the game. It's Carpenter or Holt here. If you can get Hines Park open, great. But I think you got to go to one of those two. They get it in.
Oh no! They were going for Clark.
They were going for Clark. And that is huge.
Just a little bit over her hands. They were, I mean, oh man.
That's a tough one.
And you could see it on Kingwood's face. Jay would just.
Kingwood does not look thrilled about it. She just overthrew her by a little bit. And Coach had a good design going on there, just to overthrow. So now if you're Richmond, you've got to find a way to possibly.
Do you think they, as soon as bring it in, they foul?
You have to. With 5 seconds, you have to foul. The question is, can they foul the right person? Can they force enough defense to get the right person at the free throw line?
Well,
I would say Traore. I think it was the one that struggled from the free throw line the most today for
they're
St.
going
Louis.
to Arbison.
Oh, and wait a minute. Oh, and they got the ball back, and it's going to be Richard Bass. Wow.
Did they call timeout?
They called timeout. 2.3 seconds, and
oh man.
Oh man, I know Coach Stone is like, what? But she's calling out directions here. No, they're going to have to.
Oh, she is. You can definitely tell her face is redder than that blue sweater she got on.
So, all right, so they got Kimkowitz. They only got 2 seconds here. And they're going to bring in Amy Duggan, the senior. You know, she's one of the better inbounders here for the Spiders. Let's see what happens here. 2.3 seconds. They're going to have to shoot this pretty fast. Who can they go to? Clark, and that one is just misplayed, and St. Louis will get out of here and steal this one from Richmond. Wow.
Spiders played their heart out. They have nothing to be ashamed of on this one.
No, not at all. I mean, you got to look and say, you know, they've done a really good job, and oh man, that's all you can really say. Tough. I mean, great game all around for both teams. I mean, it was a very exciting game, a very, you know, just a very good game. Very good
Definitely. And, you know, it definitely would have been nice for the Spiders to go out on senior night with a W.
It would have been nice, and you know, it's all good though. I mean, they're not in terrible shape here, as you know, they end this one. See at the end of the game here, it's to see the two teams as they head off here. We wanted to give y'all a little bit of visual at the end. All right, so Richmond will be going on the road against George Washington. And Jay, you know, they have been a really, they were a really good team. You know, they played well tonight. Both teams, fought well. I like what I saw on both ends. You can't really say anything, negative, I would say. But they both played hard, and that's the type of ball game we got.
Oh,
tonight.
Absolutely. Like I said, senior night. Going back my 20 plus years to my senior night, remembering what it was like to lose. And it's one of those things that it's a kick in the gut. Don't matter which way you go about it.
It is. And, unfortunately for Richmond, they lose this one, but they're not in terrible shape. They still have to go and take on a George Washington team who's been a thorn on their side. But they've got a big one against them on Saturday, and we still got a lot of basketball left here. So that's it here from the Robins Center. Final score: St. Louis 60, Richmond 57. Final stats here for both teams in this game. Hines Clark led the way for Richmond with 20 points, 8 for 12 from the field, 3 3-pointers on the day with 5 rebounds. Holt had 7, Parsons had 4, Duggan had 2, Carpenter with 6, Kimkowitz had 9, Squires had 5, Chapman and Bargos had 2. And on the St. Louis side of things, leading the way, Wilkin had 15 points today. She had a pretty great game. Clark had 10, Arvison had 12, Clark with 4. You had Stewart with 6, Flowers with 8, and Traore, who had 16 rebounds today. For St. Louis, just very instrumental on the boards. Here's the kicker, though: 7 offensive rebounds today for Traore with the 5 points. So,
Definitely. One possession game. That's all it is.
That's all it is. That's it, everybody, from Legacy Maker Sports Network. I'm Darrell Owens.
I'm Jeremiah Quimby.
And thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you all on Saturday as we head up to Charlottesville for UVA and Duke. Woo-hoo. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time.
God bless.